There's always that one person, a coworker, a friend, or even a family member, who seems to carry a cloud of negativity wherever they go. No matter the situation, they find a reason to complain, criticize, or bring down the mood. You try to stay positive, but their energy feels like a weight dragging you down. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and sometimes it makes you question whether staying optimistic is even worth it. Imagine this. You walk into work feeling good, ready to take on the day. But the moment you sit down, a colleague leans over and starts venting. Can you believe what they're making us do now? This place is a joke. Nothing ever changes. You nod politely, maybe even agree a little, but inside, you feel your motivation slipping away. Their negativity is like a fog creeping in, dulling your energy, making everything feel just a little heavier. Now, here's the real challenge. How do you protect your mindset without pushing people away? How do you stay positive when surrounded by negativity? It's not about avoiding people or pretending problems don't exist. It's about learning how to stand strong in your own positivity. No matter what's happening around you, most people don't realize they have a choice. They let the energy of others dictate how they feel without even thinking about it. It's easy to absorb someone's frustration, to get pulled into their complaints, and before you know it, your mood has shifted. You started the day feeling motivated, but now you're drained. And the worst part, that negativity lingers. Even after the conversation ends, you find yourself replaying their words in your mind, carrying their frustration as if it were your own. But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if you could sit in the same room with the same negative people and not let it affect you? What if, instead of getting pulled down, you became the one who set the tone? Imagine walking into that same workspace, hearing the same complaints, but this time, something is different. Their words don't stick. Their frustration doesn't become yours. You're in control of your own mindset. The thing is, staying positive around negativity isn't about being naive or ignoring reality. It's about mastering the way you respond. Because negativity doesn't just come from strangers or difficult coworkers. It can come from the people closest to us. A friend who always sees the worst in every situation. A family member who never seems satisfied. You can't always change them. You can't want to. And that's where the real struggle begins. Because when negativity comes from someone you care about, ignoring it isn't an option. You can't just walk away from a close friend who's always venting about their problems. You can't just tune out a family member who constantly complains about life. And so, without realizing it, you find yourself caught in the middle, wanting to be supportive, but also trying to protect your own energy. Maybe you've tried to help before. You've offered advice, tried to get them to see the brighter side, maybe even cracked a joke to lighten the mood. But nothing works. They dismiss your positivity, as if choosing to see the good in life means you don't understand their struggles. You just don't get it, they say, and suddenly you feel guilty. You wonder if you're being insensitive, if you're not being a good friend, a good partner, a good sibling. It's the only way to show you care. You start agreeing just to keep the peace. You nod along, even when you don't feel the same way. At first, it seems harmless, just a few conversations here and there. But slowly, something shifts. The negativity that once felt separate from you now feels familiar, like a part of your own thoughts. You start noticing problems you never paid attention to before. You begin doubting things that once made you happy. The weight of their frustration starts to feel like your own. And then one day, you catch yourself. Maybe it's in the middle of a conversation, when you hear your own voice echoing the same complaints you used to resist. Or maybe it's when you're alone, staring at your reflection, wondering when everything started to feel so heavy. The person who used to be full of hope and energy now feels drained, stuck in a cycle of negativity that wasn't even yours to begin with. That's when the real battle begins. Because negativity doesn't just exist in the people around you, it starts living inside you, shaping the way you see the world. And the more you let it in, the harder it is to fight back. But how do you stop it? How do you break free from something that has slowly wrapped itself around your thoughts, your emotions, your daily life? How do you reclaim your own mindset when you're surrounded by people who don't want to change? The answer way, but it requires something most people aren't willing to do. It's not about forcing positivity or cutting people off completely. It's about strength, the kind that doesn't need approval, the kind that stands firm even when everything around it tries to shake its foundation. But just as you start to believe you can take control again, something unexpected happens. The negativity you thought was coming from others starts appearing in places you never expected. Your own thoughts, your own words, your own reactions. You catch yourself snapping at small inconveniences, rolling your eyes at someone's excitement, finding problems in situations that never used to bother you. And that's when it hits you. Maybe it was never just about them. Maybe the negativity around you had only found a home because, deep down, you had left the door open. Maybe a part of you had started believing in their doubts, their fears, their frustrations, without even realizing it. And now, the real question isn't just how to stay positive around negative people. It needs to be done. Something shifts again. This time, it's not the negativity around you. It's the way you respond to it. Instead of feeling drained by someone's complaints, you listen without letting their words take root in your mind. Instead of trying to fix their problems, you remind yourself that their struggles are not yours to carry. And instead of fighting to prove that positivity is the answer, you simply live it. At first, the change is subtle. The same people vent to you, but their words don't linger in your thoughts anymore. The same frustrating situations arise, but they don't pull you into a spiral. Then something surprising happens. The people around you, those who were once lost in their own negativity, start noticing the shift. Some pull away, frustrated that you no longer engage in their cycles of complaints. But others start to lean in, drawn to the energy in the room instead of being affected by it. And that's when you realize the real secret. Staying positive around negative people was never about changing them. It was never about avoiding difficult conversations or pretending everything is perfect. It was always about choosing who you are, no matter what's happening around you. It's about understanding that negativity only has power over you if you let it. You start to see it everywhere, in the way you respond to stress, in the way you handle criticism, in the way you protect your peace without feeling guilty for it. Some people will always carry negativity, but that doesn't mean you have to carry it with them. You can listen without absorbing, support without sacrificing yourself, and exist in the same space without letting the energy control yours. And maybe, just maybe, your quiet strength will inspire someone else to do the same. Maybe one day, the person who always had something to complain about will stop mid-sentence and ask, "How do you stay so calm?" And in that moment, you'll realize that by choosing to protect your own mindset, you've done something even greater. You've shown them that they can too.